Here is what I don't understand. When Brittany Griner, the American basketball player, was held in a Russian prison, it was a leading media story for months. Now when Hamas holds at least 9 Americans, including a 3-year-old child whose parents were killed in the October 7 attack, we rarely hear about the hostages. While the pain of the families of the 140 hostages keeps growing and their trust in the governments declines, the situation hasn't changed much. But we must not forget them and do all we can to keep them at the top of the agenda. Here are some important things to know. There was hardly any good news except of the release of 2 Americans, 2 older Israeli ladies, and 1 Israeli soldier who was rescued. Today, Israeli soldiers found in Gaza the body of Yehudit Weiss, a 65-year-old grandmother. Her husband Shmuel was killed in the attack. Even though in the beginning the hostages were captured by several terrorist organizations like the Islamic Jihad, Israel assumes that by now all of them are in the hands of Hamas. Experts say that the current hostage crisis in Gaza is unlike any other in history. While there have been previous situations involving large numbers of hostages, there hasn't been a mass kidnapping of hundreds of people of more than 24 nationalities, including children and the elderly, all now hidden in a war zone deep inside tunnels. Hamas on Monday released a video of the body of Noa Marziano, a 19-year-old Israeli soldier who was alive when taken hostage. Hamas claims she was killed during the IDF's attacks on Gaza. The Israelis did not confirm. Hamas is yet to allow any international humanitarian group to visit the Israelis and foreign nationals being held captive. We have no means of knowing if Hamas has kept them alive or in what condition. It was reported that a woman gave birth in captivity. I cannot even start to imagine how a day that was supposed to be the happiest in a mother's life could turn into such a horror. The Qatari mediators tried to negotiate a deal between Hamas and Israel that includes the release of 50 civilians hostages from Gaza in exchange for a 3-day ceasefire. Even if the deal comes to fruition, a more comprehensive release of all hostages is not currently under consideration. Let's pray to God and pressure the American and Israeli governments to do all they can to free the captives. See you soon.